Hello and welcome to the AI Blockchain Summit in Malta. I'm Jane King and I've got with me Bruce Porter Jr., who is the CEO of Global Boost and also the founder of the Washington Elite Summit. So welcome.
Thank you, Jane. Yes. I'm so happy to be here. So excited to be in Malta.
Yes.
Beautiful place. And Iman, hats off to him. He does such a fantastic job of putting this together and bringing us all here. And the place is buzzing. The conference rooms are packed. The expo floor is packed.
Yes. Well, and
amazing.
That's one thing that amazes me about this space is that even though we've seen Bitcoin fall, cut down by 2/3, there's still a lot of buzz and a lot of activity and a lot of people at these things and a lot of money in the industry. So, I mean, either we're all true believers or there's really a business
We're
here.
the diehards.
Yes, or there's a business here, right?
There's definitely a business here. You know, when I started in blockchain, Bitcoin was like $70.
Okay, so this was back when?
This was 10 years ago.
Okay, so that was like almost the inception.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 8 years ago.
Okay.
8 years ago. We started 10 years ago. 8 years ago, I got in. We're around $70. I originally got Bitcoins by trading for staffing services. I have a staffing company with my wife, and we have different government contracts mostly now. But back then, we were doing a lot of trade shows, and so it's hard to get Bitcoins. It still is hard to get Bitcoins.
Yeah.
And I saw a way that I could get Bitcoins fairly easily at the time, and so that's what I did. So when you look at where we've come, of course, I started my own blockchain 5 years ago and all that, and you say, okay, well, gosh, we've gone so far down since we hit 20,000 and everybody's still here. Well, my gosh, guys, we're still at 95,000 or whatever we are, or $9,500 this morning, or 94, whatever it is. It's a lot of money. It's one Bitcoin.
Right, yeah.
You know, so I actually was hoping when we were at the 7,700 mark that we would go back down to 3,000, 5,000, somewhere in there. I just felt like it would be a little bit more healthy for the market. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Right. No, you're right about that because $9,500 is a lot of money for many people.
It's a lot of money. It's scary.
And so there's value there. So the market is telling us there's value there.
Yes.
So that's interesting. So you're also planning a lot of conferences. So tell me what you've got going in 2020.
Sure. Well, about a year ago or a year and a half ago, we started putting together the Washington Elite Summit. I was doing a lot of traveling. I still do a lot of traveling. I told my wife, I said, look, I'm going to stop traveling so much and I'm going to put on my own conferences.
Okay.
And it's been a half truth. You know, I put on my own conferences.
You're just traveling in the U.S., it sounds like mainly, right?
Yeah, you know. But so I started this Washington Elite Summit. And Washington Elite is the name of the disabled sports league that I had started, which I told you about, helping with the blinded veterans. And I just decided to carry that brand over. It's just WashingtonElite.com, Washington Elite everything. And so it's the Washington Elite AI Blockchain Summit, quarterly summit. We did our first 3 in Washington, D.C., where, of course, I know everybody. You can get the best deals and, get the most favors and everything like that. And then the last one we did in October in the Palaces of Vienna. We were in Schönbrunn Palace for the main event. We did our VIP event in conjunction with the royal family there. We had the Prince of Monaco come to the event. It was absolutely amazing. And then our next summit is Miami, which I hope that you're coming.
In January, which is a great time to be in Miami.
You can't beat it, right? January 14, 15 at the Bitcoin Center in Miami. Nick Spanos is a friend of mine. He has started this Bitcoin Center brand, New York Bitcoin Center, the Miami Bitcoin Center. Fantastic room that they have, large room for us. And then we'll VIP at the Versace Mansion on the second day. And so that leads into the North American Bitcoin Conference. So the 14 conference, 15, we have our VIP event, awards, and everything else. And then there's the kickoff party. We walk down the street to the Clevelander, which is the kickoff party for the North American Bitcoin Conference. It's a huge conference. After that, we do DC. It's March 10th and 11th, right around the Digital Chamber of Commerce. I like putting my events at this point in the stage of the game, right around a huge event, because I am not in this where I'm not putting on 2,500 people events now. I'm hoping for 1,000 people, and we'll probably get there. But for me, it's good to put it along with other events. So the Digital Chamber of Commerce.
Appreciate that too.
Well, they're already coming.
Well, exactly, and there's a lot of costs associated with going to an event.
There's a lot of cost, and even for me, bringing in all the speakers, if they're already there, it helps out a lot. So we'll do March, DC. That's going to be a very important event. We just launched the Global Blockchain Organization here yesterday. So we'll be doing a lot of stuff with them in Miami and DC. And then we'll do St. Louis in July, and of course back in the Palaces of Vienna in October.
Okay, that sounds amazing. So
Yes.
busy year ahead. Tell me about your conferences. Like, there are so many to choose from that we talked about. Like, why would somebody attend yours over another one? Like,
Sure.
Why do you think they're special?
Well, all the conferences kind of have a flavor, right? So you look at Iman and how he does it, and you look at maybe World CryptoCon, which I was just at in Vegas, and how they do it. For me, I am bringing a lot of insiders. So one of the great things about the space right now is it is still small. You know, people think it's a large space, but it's really not. So I pretty much know everybody. And being in the role that I've had where I've been able to interview people, you know, everybody, I know everyone. You know, Charlie Lee, John McAfee. I went and saw John McAfee in the Bahamas. That was a crazy experience, let me tell you. So we bring in key people like that, but also I understand what you need. I understand what the clients want. And so I know that you need money. I know that you need investors. So I put together these investors, and that's even why we moved from a 2-day conference to a 1-day conference and a VIP day. And that way we can match the different projects that are fantastic with the different investors and really start to make those marriages happen and push them forward with the funding that they need.
Okay, awesome. Well, we will definitely let people know that those conferences are going on. So thank you so much, Bruce.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, great.
I appreciate it.
Yes, and thank you as well for joining us. We'll be right back.